Psychotherapist freezes during panic attack. I repeat, psychotherapist freezes during panic attack. Don't worry guys, the psychotherapist I'm speaking about is my friend and co-author of Untangle Your Anxiety, the little yellow book that everyone is talking about, and that's Joshua Fletcher, also known as Anxiety Josh, over on Instagram. I was lucky enough to get Josh on my IGTV series where I had an interview with Josh, spoke about his own personal anxiety journey to recovery. Josh dealt with panic attacks on the daily like myself, so I could really relate to Josh's story in some way. However, Josh didn't have your typical fight or flight response when the panic attack would kick in. Josh had something that isn't spoke about enough, and that's the freeze response. So when we have a panic attack, we can actually fight, flight or freeze. And think about it, take it back to hundreds and hundreds of years ago when man would go hunting and you were in the middle of the Serengeti and then a predator is over the way. Now we can freeze in that certain situation to try and stay as still as possible so the predator can't see that we're there. So this response is a response like the fight or flight response that would keep us safe. The anxious panic attack response is actually your body's response for keeping you safe. Now let's dive into what Josh said about his freeze response when he used to deal with panic attacks, and let's see his take on it.
If anyone's ever frozen, you sit there going, and your mind's racing and you feel like the world is going to end, you're going to die. But I don't start sweating. I don't have the fast heart rate. That's a freeze panic.
Mm-hmm.
People have the fight or flight panic, which is they're the people that have to do something. They get up, they run, they've got to escape, they've got to get out of the room. So if I, with someone else, have a panic, I can have a panic attack in a crowded room and I can't move, I'm frozen. Whereas someone else could have a panic attack in a room and they've bolted for the door, they've ran, I know, and they want to do something about it. There's different types of panic attacks you can have. Also, lose the word attack. Nothing's attacking you. You're all right.
No, that's good. That's really good advice. Just with the freeze aspect, so myself, when I was going through a panic disorder, I think it was probably the flight aspect I had. So when I felt the rush of emotions, the one thing I wanted to do was, like you say, run for the nearest exit. Which again has implications itself, because it's teaching the brain that the situation that you're in is one that's to be fearful of. So that can fuel the panic disorder, which I obviously realised over the time. But with the freeze aspect, do you not get the that urge to want to leave? You literally just stay in one spot, is it?
Yeah, it's a mixture sometimes. You can't. You can still move. You don't freeze kind of physically, but your instinct is to just stay still. You know, and if you think about it as like, if you look at other mammals in the animal kingdom,
mm-hmm.
some of them just freeze. If you take any David Attenborough documentary, you're watching a gazelle galloping across the Serengeti, and then a lion comes out to chase it. Its fight or flight kicks in and it runs. Now, unfortunately, if the gazelle gets kind of caught by the lion, watch what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It still wants to run away and probably could, but there's a part of its brain that goes, nah, I might as well just freeze up because I ain't getting away from this. Now, we have that, but we're not being chased by lions. You know, having a freeze panic is okay. You can still move, and it's okay to just kind of sideways. So a lot of people with social anxiety get freeze anxiety. So they'll sit there and someone will go hi, and they'll go, and they'll.
Oh, so it's almost like a mind blank, is it?
Yeah, because it's literally the fight or flight and freeze response kicking in, and it's okay. You can still act on it though. Just be very compassionate with yourself and be like, well, to me, I just tell anyone, but everyone's different. If I'm anxious, I'll just say to someone, I'm anxious, sorry.
What a great tool that is by Josh. Telling other people around you when you're feeling anxious, when a panic attack's coming on, can really get all the irrational thoughts, all these feelings and sensations from internal, external to the people around you. Never feel embarrassed, never feel ashamed to tell other people when you're feeling anxious. That's really important, and that's really good information from Josh. As we know, the panic response is the same response if there was an actual danger in front of us or if it's a perceived danger. So we think there's a danger or we misinterpret a physical sensation and the body's protection system comes in. So the adrenaline rush, as Josh likes to reframe it. Always good to know that when we have a panic attack, even though these symptoms are really scary and feel really extreme, they're there to protect you. A panic attack will never harm you. You're never in danger from the panic attack symptoms, and that's really important to know. Also, a panic attack will have a duration, so it'll go up, it may spike up and then it'll come back down. It may come down gradually, or it may start to come down and then shoot back up again. But just by accepting the panic attack, letting the symptoms come, knowing that these symptoms aren't going to harm you, and taking the scary aspect away from panic attacks can really help you on your journey to recovery. I know that helped me, and I know that helped Josh. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more. Give this video a thumbs up, leave in the comments what video you'd like me to tackle next time. And if you haven't already, make sure to go to Amazon and support DLC Anxiety by grabbing Untangle Your Anxiety. Read the reviews. We're so happy with all the amazing reviews, and you can go and grab this on Amazon. And it was the wrong way round.